Hi, I'm Stephanie Thomson, and this is my Bulldog story. It's been a long road to Ferris, but I'm glad that we're finally here. I started out in Southeast Texas in a very poor rural area, and I'm a first-generation college student, which I have great pride in. At the same time, it was a lot of struggles because we would move to Colorado to follow jobs, we moved to Wyoming, and I would actually start college up in Wyoming and finish it back in Colorado. So a number of stops along the way, but as an undergrad I did everything from managing a small paint store to working at the radio station, and I would have the 5 to noon show on the weekends. So in the dark I would climb up and turn all the equipment on and start the station up from scratch on the weekends. What I found is that I love teaching, and when I finished my master's program, I was satisfied that I had enough tools to start in the classroom. And so I spent about 10 years teaching in Colorado, and then as we moved to Louisiana to follow positions for both our jobs. I was working with the debate team, started the debate team at Xavier University in New Orleans, and that was a good time and a lot of fun. And what I found the most was that I loved working with students. The more one-on-one, the better. And that's what appealed about Ferris in particular. I left New Orleans after Katrina. We lost our house, we lost our jobs, we lost pretty much everything. But Michigan was a place for a fresh start, and it's been a really good transition. I have particular interest in public advocacy and have long worked with different organizations and studied different organizations and the rhetorical strategies for helping members of the group. My dissertation was on the United Farm Workers Association. Ferris is a great place for a lot of reasons because Ferris does offer that small classroom that I find that I do best in and that I find most enjoyable because I've got more one-on-one time with students. To see the light bulb come on. That happened this morning in class. We were talking about conflict, and we talked about the positive and then the negative nature of conflict. And all of a sudden I heard a student go, "Oh!" And it was like everything had come together for that point. And I had to tease her and say, "Okay, now share the light bulb with the rest of us." What I really hope that every student who leaves my classroom takes away from our class is one thing, and that is a sense in which this communication is not about just reading the textbook, memorizing concepts, but I really feel like the one thing that I can give as a communication professor is not just the knowledge, but how to use it. That communication is more than just memorizing a list of concepts. It's about making choices about how to use those concepts and becoming more effective communicators.